So I was called to program this ECU, and the issue is the original ECU is corrupted. So I can't communicate with it through the OBD port or even by bench. So what I'm going to do is the donor one is a brand new ECU. So I'll try to identify it, and I already know the OS or the firmware number of the original ECU. So if you can see, that's the firmware of the original ECU, and using this PDF, it helps me to know the update version of it. So normally the update version is the last two alphabet. So I'm identifying the brand new one, the brand new ECU. So that's why the system is seeing it as not having weight. So I'll let them take one token. Then after they've taken that token, what I'll do now is I have to flash it with the firmware so that I can get access to the EPROM. So normally with this ECU, you have to get access to the firmware before you can get access to the ECU. So I'm using the updated version. So when I select the updated version, I'm now going to flash the ECU so that I'll be able to communicate with the brand new ECU. Then from there I can flash with the bin file that I've read from the EPROM of the other one. So now I'll wait for it to finish with the flash procedure or the flash process. So first what I was doing was I was trying to do adaptation. Normally when it is corrupted, this is the process you do to go through. But because it didn't work, so now I have to flash a firmware onto it, and it will connect to their server. They call it virtual file. So it will connect to their virtual file, then it will write the file onto the ECU. Because this ECU is brand new, so the flash in it, you can see the OS, what they've written, the numbers that they've written over there. So now I'm coming to change it to the original one that I want. So you can see now it have started its flashing process. So what I'll do now is I have to wait for it to finish flashing the brand new ECU. So with this one, normally with the GPEC2, this is a GPEC2 ECU. Normally what you need is EPROM so that you can be able to allow it to communicate with the other vehicle. So with this one, what I'll do is I'll wait for it to finish flashing it. Then I can be able to read the original VIN and the current VIN in the system, and the scheme, and the what we call the the mileage on it. So I'll wait for it to finish flashing, and you can see where they've written the OS, that's the flash. So the reason why, one thing I like about this software is they have the flash in their server. So anytime I want to do this ECU, what I'll do is it gives me the latest update, and I'm hoping they'll be able to start doing other control modules like the transmission, BCM, and other control modules. So instead of me buying online subscription, I buy this subscription rather, so that I can get the flash onto the brand new ECU. Then from there, so let me tell you one thing about this software also. You can't do one-on-one flash cloning. The only cloning you can do, or it will allow you to do, will be the I said the EC, will be the EPROM. So I'm not sure even this firmware will allow you to even write modify flash onto the ECU. It doesn't allow you to do that, and I don't know how to do that. So what I'll do, if anyone knows, you can leave it in the comment section, and I'll see if I can do a video on that also. So what we are doing now is we are going to use the EPROM from another ECU by VIN, by the bin, using the bin. So these people, they have a way of saving their file type, and I spoke with their support team, and they are helpful. Anytime you send them message, they reply. And I spoke to their support team that how can I use their software to help me recover a dead ECU. And they replied. That's why I'm doing this video, so that if you're having a dead ECU, you can recover it from this process. So now I'll wait for it to finish flashing. If it is a brand new ECU and I checked the flash and it was the same, which is the OS, and it was the same, the only thing I could have done is to write the EPROM data that I have copied from the dead ECU because some of the ECU, when it is dead, the EPROM, you can get access to it. So when you get access and you can read the EPROM, you are good to go. If you can't read the EPROM, I will not advise you to continue with the job, because normally it has certain security data, which is the CD number in the EPROM, that you might need for it to help you work out. But there is one issue, I'll pinpoint it, and I don't know if it is from their side or it is from me. Because if you can check the ECU serial number, they have a serial number to know that, oh, okay, this particular ECU, you have read it and it has taken one token already. So that particular serial number will go out. When we get there, I'll tell you something about it. I don't know how they will fix it, because after I'm done updating and everything, my serial number is going to change. After the flash is done, my serial number is going to change. So if I mistakenly disconnect it and reconnect it, the software is going to see it as a new ECU, because the flash data has been changed. So the serial number, which was for blank ECUs, has been changed. You can see I'm done with my programming process. So you just turn off and turn the ignition back on. But this process, the control unit was on the vehicle. So the brand new control unit was on the vehicle. And now you can see, as I did the identification, now I'm having XXX. So I'm now going to do my EPROM. But before I write my EPROM, I wanted to save this EPROM, because this EPROM is a brand new EPROM. Anytime I write this EPROM to any ECU, the software or the system will see it as a blank ECU, because it has no VIN number in it, both in the current and the original VIN. It has nothing in them. So I'll save this file as brand new ECU. If I want this file, I need to open the operating system. I need to open the ECU. The reason why I bought this tool is I didn't want to open the ECU, and also I'll be getting flash. I'll be getting the update of the flash. So now I'll select a bin file, and you can see I'm not seeing any bin file that I've saved in there. So you go to the file type and change it to bin instead of the file type. When you change it to bin, you can see the bin file. Then you write the bin file onto the ECU. So that's the secret behind it. So I asked them and they showed me. So what I'll do is, you can see now the serial number has changed. So let me just re-identify it. And because the serial number has changed, and now the ECU is having a VIN number, that they are trying to take another token whilst it is the same ECU. So I'll just close this software and use another software to verify my VIN, my current VIN and my original VIN. So I'm using another software to verify it, and there is the software that I'm using to verify it. So let me do select my J25 device and do open. Then you go to connect, so that it will be able to communicate with the ECU. So you can see I'm having my original VIN and my current VIN in it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more videos. So with this one, I call